Olivia Wexelstein. I'm a primary school teacher in a very small school over in Dunfermline. It's Wellwood Primary School. We have 31 pupils. Oh no, sorry, two left. 29 pupils in the whole school, of which I have 20 of in my class, which is primary 4 to 7. I know it seems like I got the bum deal, but it's actually better having more in a class, especially when you've got older pupils. For the past year I've been using Glow, and I found so I can see a few laughs. See, I've mentioned it, and I found it's really changed the teaching and learning that's happening in my classroom. Now the way that I think is I don't think to myself, okay, how can I gauge, how do I know that the children have learned what they've done? How can they show their knowledge? Before it would be, how could they write it in a report or use a worksheet? Now the way my mind thinks is what technology or web-based tool can I use for the children in my class to show their understanding? One thing I've been using an awful lot of this term is my class blog, and it is public. So you feel free to search for it, I think within Glow, and hopefully you should be able to find it. Really anything that we do in the classroom gets popped up on there, and the kids are loving getting lots of feedback. We've had viewers from all over the world looking at it and leaving comments as well, which again, is giving the kids a sense of audience, that what they're actually doing, somebody's going to be looking at and commenting on. So I'm going to run through a few of the things that I've been using. So that's my class blog. So normally when I'm doing a project, at the very beginning, obviously, we would be looking at what knowledge the children actually know already. And, I'm sure a lot of you have done mind mapping and brainstorming with the kids before, but then how do you actually evidence that in a place that people can see? So one website that I found is called Poplet, that you can make a digital, sorry, there it is now, that you can make a digital mind map, and you can add in photos and images to that, and you get an embedded code with it, so you can either put it in your blog or put it in a class Glow group as well. So that's really great. Right, another favourite of mine is Voki.com. You can create your own speaking avatars. I've used it for Burns Night. As you'll know, in most Scottish schools, come January, all the kids get a Burns poem home to learn. Rather than them just learning it and then reciting it in school, I thought what would be a great idea was to then create an avatar and record their poem onto it. So I'll show you a wee bit of one.
My Hoggy by Robert Burns. What will I do given my hobby?
So you can see instantly it's much more engaging for the pupils. They can listen to how they are reciting their poem, and it's giving them instant feedback. They can also listen to each other's and get peer-to-peer feedback as well. Right, I'm going to move on because I'm aware that I've only got 7 minutes. This is one that I was using last year as well, I Can Animate. We were doing, our topic was myths and legends, and so we used my iPhone. I downloaded the I Can Animate app onto it. You can also download it onto your PC as well and use a webcam with it. And this is one of the animations that it did. They did then go on to put sound and things to it, but just because I knew that I wouldn't have very much time tonight, I've just done the animation. You see, that's Medusa. All the snakes are moving in the hair. I even had one that there was a princess in it that was going to be eaten by a dragon, because they were doing George and the Dragon, and the princess had a tear running down the face. It was just amazing. So here's one I've been using this term. This is Go Animate. And this is where the children can create their own digital cartoon. So we've been doing endangered animals this term. So the learning outcome was, why are animals endangered? One thing from using all this, the digital material that I'm using, people might say, hang on a minute, what about the writing? Yes, there isn't a writing outcome at the end of it, but there's lots of writing involved in it because they're involved in the research, they're having to do note-taking, they had to write a script for this, so there still is a lot of writing involved, even though the final outcome isn't a written piece of work. I'll just show you this quickly. Oh, it's a bit quiet, hang on.
We'll answer our question. Today's question is, why are animals endangered?
Well, you see, many animals are endangered because people are going to habitats and destroying it for their own use.
Like what?
Cutting trees for paper and other places for space to put down roads and houses down.
Are there any other reasons?
Since humans are hunting them for food and medicines, sometimes for fun the numbers keep on dropping and
Right, I'll just stop it there so you can see that's a bit more fun than being given a worksheet asking them to research why animals had become endangered. Okay, another favourite of mine is Animoto. It's a website that you can use to create slideshows, and it is so easy to use. All you need to do is upload your photos and your videos, and it basically does everything for you. So a couple of weeks ago we were out doing our outdoor learning and did an autumn scavenger hunt. Oh, is that my time? 1 minute. So you can see, for especially doing things like outdoor learning and active learning, you've got a way that you can... Oh, I've run out of time. Well, just the last thing I'll show you. Well, it's taking too long, can I do it? Yeah. Right, it's just, of course, YouTube. We've just had it freed up this term. We can use it in our area. Woohoo! And it is amazing because especially everything that I've showed you, the Animotos, the Go Anime, I've been able to upload into YouTube. And also this week the children were making, they had to make a little documentary about why animals were hunted.
We'll be talking about giant pandas. And let's get on. So, humans hunt giant pandas because they want their fur that can be sold for money. So let's give a welcome to up and down.
Alright, well you get the idea anyway, that's it. Oh. And just briefly, I was using Jog the Web, which I saw Jen using at TeachMeet 5, but that's, you know, you can use that for a lesson as well. So, yeah.